Before the world sees your wins, your soul has to feel your work. It's the reps nobody applauds that produce the wins that do, all through a shifting of your identity into a dominator. This is all done in the dark every single day. So let me be your guide as I welcome you to this episode of the Dark Work Daily. Nobody remembers a person that played it safe. No one looks at that person and goes, man, it's this person, they played it safe, they lived a safe life, and they were calm and quiet. No, people like the individual who tried something, who pushed out and did something new, who charted a path that wasn't supposed to be charted by them. A person that stepped in front of life and said, you know what? Well, I realize that this is a thing that most people would be afraid of and they would avoid, they'd be scared of. I'm still going to charge hard into this new thing. See, a lot of folks have this enamored idea of what life could be. They perceive these big dreams and big goals, like this is going to be amazing, right? But then when it comes down to it, when like push comes to shove, you know what they do? They play it safe. They make really good excuses for the difficulty in front of them to be able to take over, right? Well, I didn't have time, no one supported me, and I wasn't 100% clear. I just wanted to make sure it wouldn't mess up. The truth is, you have to be your own safety net. You become the safeguard. And I'm not saying that you have all the information you need right now, but this idea of being safe and never having to do anything instead of scary, that doesn't equate to greatness. That doesn't equate to anybody even admiring a life you live. It's those who charted this path and did something that no one thought was possible, that spit in the face of normalcy and safety and created something cool we all get to enjoy. I'm sitting on a device, right? I'm recording myself in this device with a microphone here, and I'm on a whole tripod. You know what it took to make this real? Like toil, like back and forth of creating things and marketing and designing and putting it out there and feedback and people like it and not like. There's a journey there, man, but it makes it something great. And so many people talk about wanting something great, but when they see the path to it, they're too afraid of it. They want it to be easier. I oftentimes have these conversations with people that I end up working with that become clients of mine. And it's a back and forth dance of me going, hey, here's what you are supposed to do to get where you want. And them going, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of scary. Yeah, no, it's scary. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be risk. But what did you expect this to be? An easy path? Like a full floor? Like, hey, just go do this. It's going to be a dance in the park. Like, no, that's not how anything works. And honestly, I don't think you should want it to be how anything works. In fact, what I have noticed about my life is when I have come to a place of genuine fulfillment and joy, it's because I did something that no one else thought was possible, not even myself. Like I started an entire career, if you want to call it that, out of using this voice of mine, just talking to people. I had ideas that were half cooked in the beginning. I was trying to learn how to sell something to people that didn't really believe it was an idea. Like there's a lot that goes into it. And I've noticed that for me, doing all of that is what gives me the confidence I have now. Grinding through all of it gives me the confidence I have now. You don't start something confident. You don't have this lack of fear, and it's not safe. The feeling of it's very scary. In fact, what most folks do is they try to convince themselves they're doing work, but they do safe work. They do the emails. They make the website, they make the videos, right? They'll then go out there and they'll make a business card and all looks good. I got a card and everything, right? But I'll tell you this, the hard part is going, hey, I do this thing, pay me for this thing, please. I have a problem, I have a solution, pay me for it. I'm the best in the marketplace to work with. Here's our rate. Like to get to that's a scary thing because what if they say no? Like what if they reject you in some way? I had a talk with one of our mastermind clients this morning about this idea of wanting to push out and the fear that wraps around going and doing outreach. And I go, well, one of two things. Is it that you think you'll get rejected or that you're worried about doing something and them saying yes and then not being able to deliver on a promise? And the statement was rejection. This is a person that's a multimillionaire, by the way, and starting a new venture, but there's a fear even with a person that's a high level around being able to do something new because what if I get rejected? See, that's the thing I'm talking about. You have this heavy, deep desire for something powerful and good. Your heart thinks on it. It simmers in your soul. Like you want to get up and do that. But the barrier to that is you won't push through the pain and the fear. You think it's supposed to be easier. And the crazy part is I don't think you do think that. I don't believe that you think it's supposed to be easy. But I think your heart yearns for it to be easier. Desires it to not be so difficult. Wants it to be a walk in the park to get something done. I never want that. I've actually found that I enjoy the hard-fought journey because two things. One, I know that no one else is going down that path. It starts to clarify who's supposed to win and who's not. It's the determinant. And if you won't walk the path, great, easier for me, right? The second part is it hardens you. It makes you somebody better. And that somebody better is really what you need. It's not the information. We live in an information age that's readily available to almost anybody on planet Earth from their cell phone or their tablet or their computer, right? But it's who does something with it, who will take the information and let it ride and take I'm talking unabated action, full bore into something that they don't have any business on paper trying to do. That person starts to carve a different path for their life. That person starts to create a whole new persona inside here, and that person's who they bring out to the world. When you bring that kind of person out to the world, you move different. There is no fear. There's no apprehension in the way you think. Yeah, it's nervousness and a little bit of apprehension, but it's not the same like, oh my gosh, am I going to die? It's like, is it going to work how I think it is? Let's find out. And you move, you push into it. If you can find ways to push into things, you'll find ways to have everything you want be real. You probably don't realize this, but you don't even dream as big as you could dream. There's something grand, bigger than you can imagine. It's right at the forefront of what you can lean into, but not if you keep playing small. Not if you keep playing safe. Because truthfully, nobody enjoys the life that's lived safe. I used to have this conversation back in my gym days, and there's a statement I loved, and the conversation was, live a life worth telling a story about. That's what all of us should be doing. For yourself, for your kids, for your grandkids, for anybody in your lineage. Live a life that when people hear about it, they go, man, did you hear what that person lived through? Because you don't just lay down to the difficulties and submit to them. You choose to dominate your life. And that mentality, that identity, it changes you and in turn changes your life. So stop playing small. If this episode stirred something in you, good. That means there's work to be done. Don't ignore it, because listening is just the beginning. Because real change happens when you engage and you commit. So I invite you to join the Dark Work community inside the Dark Work app, which is where you communicate with amazing people on the same journey as you. You can find them on the App Store and the Google Play Store right now. Step into the conversations that sharpen your habits, strengthen your identity, and keep you locked in to the Dark Work.